Hello and welcome back to the second part of this flight from Charles de Gaulle to Dublin. So we will look at a bit at our approach. So we'll do our approach briefing. Aircraft status is okay. Fuel status is 3.7. No, we'll have 3.7 now. We have 4.4 currently. So that's good. 3.7 is well above our minimum diversion fuel. No holding expected. 80s, number 10, runway 10 in use. We'll arrive by battery 1 Romeo for 110. Transition at Oslex 5,000 feet. So no temps applicable. Top of descent is now. We start our descent. So we'll set 5,000. No, you can't see that happen. Go back to the flexibility. So it's 5,000 feet, and we started our descent. It's like approach chart. That's for Dublin 2.24-19.1. Dublin runway 10. MSA is 4,000 feet to the south, 2,200 to north. Transition 5,000 feet. Battery arrival, that's set in our FMC. Then we'll approach plate. So this will be Dublin 2.24-26.1 Dublin Island runway 10 ILS category 1 or 2, localized runway 10. So airport elevation 242 feet. So we'll set that up on our pressurization panel. Oslex is 5,000 feet, then descend down to 3,000 feet and intercept the radial localizer for runway 10, which is 099. Radio is set to 108.108.9, which is set on our radio. Here on the radio, and on the standby frequency is the Dublin VR 1149, and that's because we will our missed approach procedure is to climb runway heading not over 3,000 feet and then turn left after LAPMO to intercept the 099 radial to Dublin. So decision height is 152, which is set on our computer, on our aircraft. Let's see. Weather for Dublin is winds are 090 at 10, unlimited visibility, few clouds at 1,800 feet, broken at 18,000 feet, temperature is 11, dew point 7, QNH 1017, and nothing else that is applicable. So nice weather, shouldn't be a problem to land. No local airport requirements known of. No specific hazards. So we'll use automation pretty nice. We'll go down and intercept localize, and we'll probably disconnect it around 500 feet or so, maybe 1,000 feet. No use of anti-ice. Red radar is off. So flaps will be 24 will be 24-degree landing flaps. So reference speed is 132 knots plus 5, so 137 knots will be our final approach threshold speed. No water break. Surface condition is nice, not rain, no ice, nothing. We will take a look at our aerodrome chart, see if we can. So runway 10 is down here, and we'll expect to leave at Echo 3. And then we taxi, probably use Hotel 2, cross 34 Hotel 1, and then park around Pier 2 somewhere. So that's pretty nice. So category 2, no category 1 approach, no deviation from the standard operating procedure, and we'll do the go around briefing again. So we'll climb runway heading 3000 feet at LAPMO, then turn left, intercept the 099 radial to Dublin, and then expect further clearances after that. So any questions? No? So we'll set Toga at maximum in case we need everything. 21,000 feet, we'll turn on our fasten seatbelt sign.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt.
Could probably zoom in a bit on our FMC, no, or nav panel, nav display. So when we approach pretty much about slides, we'll switch to our VR navigation settings on here, so we can see our ILS approach. And we'll switch to VR. 74 nautical miles left, arrival time 1428 Zulu. That's in 18 minutes. You can see because I didn't switch back to a panel. So anyway, over here we'll on this display we'll set the. You can use this to set our ILS. We'll get the ILS, and then you can also switch to EDF here. We'll leave it waypoints currently. So as you see, 18,000 feet we have a bit of clouds just above us. Actually, this I'm using
18,000 feet.
active sky for weather, which is really good. It works out pretty great. As you can see, as briefed, wind. We had some broken clouds at 18,000 feet, which we have here. And then we have some few clouds down below, which should be around 1,800 feet. So it's nice, interesting to see if it adds up. So clear down to 5,000 feet, and we can set our we will set our altimeter to 1017. So this is what you do. Wish I could actually show you. Maybe I can show you my approach briefing plate memory list. Could maybe set that up so you can see it. If I have it in, show which software I have it in. Takeoff landing, no, that's not it. Flow, expanded checklist, weight planning. Could I call it? This one, check ride. Weed in where you are. 39 checklist. Lots of checklists. I'll be right back. Wait a minute. So we're back. I had to help my kids with the TV. I'm looking for the document I have where I have chief approach briefing. Take off landing briefing, have some flows. Take off a landing briefing for Cirrus, but that's not it. Runway takeoff checklist. Having TC power pay rates, speed books, before flight checklist. Could that be it? No, doesn't feel like we should be before. We can try that. I will open it, see if it works.
10,000 feet.
No, that wasn't it. I can find it. Well, I have a sort of a memory list of approach briefings. It contains a few different. So 10,000 feet, and we'll have landing lights on. So it contains aircraft status, fuel status, 80s, NOTAMs, top of descent point, approach chart, airport charts, use of automation, use of aircraft systems, landing and stopping, taxi to gate, category 2 or 3 briefing, deviation from standard operating procedures, and go around briefing. So that's the approach memory plate. So and every item have a few memory items sort of sorted underneath those, so you won't forget things. And if you look at I have the takeoff briefing on the other side. So it's the 80s, NOTAMs, weather briefing, dispatch conditions, takeoff and performance limitations, weight and balance data, runway conditions and wind, takeoff data, noise abatement procedures, departure route, navigate setup, rejected takeoff briefing, taxi to active runway, deviations on standard operating procedures, briefing confirmation during taxi. So I didn't do that in the first part of this video because I didn't plan my flight very well, and I was on a sort of short of time because I had to go help my kids. But that's one way of doing it. So and I did follow the approach briefing. You heard that. So passing 77 for 5,000 feet with Oslo, and then we'll descend down to 3,000 feet to when we head on over to Risap, which is the initial fix. So hopefully we should have Risap 3,000 feet, and then by Garnet we'll start our glide slope interception and descend down towards runway 10. Hopefully. So see, still have clouds above us at 18,000 sort of, and clouds which we briefed were supposed to be at 1,800 feet seems to be below us. They might be, maybe they're a little higher, sure, sort of, I don't know. Anyway, they're not really that many. Could be a problem with icing, but I think we'll manage to get through it without having to put on anti-icing systems. We could zoom in a little bit further on our navigation display. 50, 7,000 feet, which we double check with our approach plate. It doesn't say anything about 750. Actually said at the Delta Whiskey 755 we should have 7,000 feet. We'll double check that. Yes. So, and after that we'll go down to 5,000 feet and then down to 3,000 feet. So if we could actually set up our MCP and clear us if we were cleared. Depends on how our ATC would clear us, I guess. So, but we could pretend we were cleared down to 3,000 feet. We'll still maintain 7,000 feet until after 755, and then we'll descend to 5,000 feet, and then after Oslex we'll descend down to 3,000 feet, and then we'll intercept the ILS. And then after at Gannett we'll intercept the glide slope down to, and follow it down to the runway. Do speed 220-ish. See what sort of time planning we have. If we look at our program, look at the initial reference page, so we'll have VNAV approach is off, we won't use that. Approach enabled, it should be on. Why isn't it on? Can you turn it on? Not sure. We are feet for 2,637 meters, which is quite sufficient. ILS 108.9, and we have that set on our nav1, and we have a course 099 set on course, and then we have VRF speed is 119, which is interesting because this one says we want 119 and 4330, but we will use 24 degrees, so 132, which is 135, so we'll use 135 and 28 degrees of flaps. Soon turning to go towards 755. Nice approach. Some sort of problem. I mean, it's a very nice. This model is really great. And there's a freeware model for FS9 too. Freeware, well, I think it's John Merchants, and the freeware model is okay, but you can merge it with what's his name, Andreas Liebrecht or something. He has a panel that's really nice. So 755, passing that, just starting our descent down to 5,000 feet automatically. Works out nicely. So anyway, the freeware stuff is pretty nice, especially the panel is great. It actually has this pretty much every setting that's available on this payware, except it doesn't cost any money. So transitioning to the payware version of the BAe RJ was very easy. So let's see. So QNH 1017, and that's one fault we did. I think it was flight level 70, right? Because transition was 5,000 feet, so we were a bit early on that one. We shouldn't have changed our QNH until passing 75 and Delta Whiskey 755. Then we could start our set our transition. Jag ska snart slå dig. Ja, men bråka inte. Nej, men bråka inte, säger jag. Ja, okej. Jag kommer snart. My kids came in. Apparently my son hit my daughter, but he says it wasn't on purpose, and she says it was on purpose. So, not sure. Told them to please stop fighting. Okay, back to you. We'll set 099 for our heading.
Hannes faktiskt puttade mig Men Freja sa att jag var fuck you.
Men man får inte säga så. Man får inte säga de orden och man får inte puttas. Det vet ni om.
Men Hannes började.
Ja, det spelar ingen roll vem som börjar. Man får inte göra det. Nu ska jag fixa det här. Nu har jag sagt, eller hur? Så jag kommer. Ta en liten stund. Annars låter allt ljudet från tvn låter jättemycket. Oh, sorry, back again. So, let's see. Passing 5,000, descending to 3,000 feet. And we have our ILS live, at least glide slope live. So we'll start putting out some flaps. Speed at 180. We'll arm our speed brake, which on RJ is so cool. And our approach. We can probably wait a little bit. We'll extend the flaps more until we pass flap extension speed. Soon. Hopefully we'll just... So now it's heading for Gannet. And flaps 24 selected. Let's see when it comes out of LNAV. Still have this radio altimeter isn't live yet. We'll wait to extend our gears until that is. Now we intercepted our glide slope, I guess. But we bobbed up a bit. And localize live. Okay, so perfect. So now gears. Maybe a bit early, but we haven't filled inside, so might as well set up everything. The landing. It's bobbing off to disconnect autopilot. Of course, it didn't catch the localizer very nicely, did it? $160, and it will be 137 when we get about 4 nautical miles out of Dublin. A bit high. We'll have time to correct it.
2,500.
Flaps 28 set. Lights are set. So lights are set. Gear down, 3 greens, flaps are set 24. Speed is set 137. We're still actually thinking check out our nice little speed break.
Please remain seated until we have stopped.
We can slow down because we fast and a bit high. Just slightly high. Tell us, and this doesn't. So intercepting. So this one stable, I think. Yeah, pretty stable. Stable approach. Runway inside. So a little bit higher on the speed. But we are nice on glide slope and nice on localizer. Speed, come on, 1,000 feet.
1,000. 1,000.
It is okay, so call it stable approach, runway sight, and cleared to land. to our right we have Dublin. It's a very nice town. I've been to Dublin 5 times, I think, because my brother... I think I've been to Dublin 5 times, and I really like it. It's a beautiful town, and my brother and his wife lived there for 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. So I used to take Ryanair over there, paid pretty much nothing for the
400.
airfare, and took the bus into town. I went and stayed with my brother and his wife. I really like that town.
300.
So approaching minimums, which is 152.
Approaching decision height.
Didn't set it to 152, I have to set it to 156 for some reason. We are continuing.
100. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
So, and brakes.
80 knots.
We can get off this runway in time.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has
And
come
this
to a
should
safe
be
stop.
Echo. Let's see. This should be Echo 3. Oh, it doesn't say. Yes, Echo 3. So, good. Echo 3. Taxi lights. Strobe lights off. Good. Flaps up. Turn off our pitot heat. Ryanair going, taking off. Nice. Cool. I think this airport, the scene is Payware, I think. I can't remember which one it is. Will we be able to cross before the Scandinavian? I think they use your... I've landed, so as I said, 5 times from Dublin, and I took off 5 times, and I never ever used runway 34 for anything big. So let's see, approaching, this is up here. Let's see, check our charts. Which doesn't show up for some reason in... I'm not sure. Stop wanting to show the charts. Okay, so this is our pier. We'll taxi around this side of it. Nice. Aer Lingus is taking off. Remember them? Went to the airport when they were building that other pier. What it's called? It's Pier 1. It was like you have to walk around this building, building stuff everywhere. Oh, that one crossed our path quite fast. So we'll turn off our lights. So, yes, parking brake on. We'll connect our ground power.
We have arrived at our destination. On
And
behalf
we'll
of the
make
captain
sure
and
we have
crew,
our ground
thank
power
you for
set
flying
here.
with us
It's
and
on.
hope you will join
Okay.
us again.
Turn these off. We can turn our engines off. Okay, so they're spooling down. We can open our end door. Oh, should probably turn. speed brakes. I put out to stow our speed brakes on down the stone. So that's it. Welcome to Ireland, Dublin Collinstown Airport. After a flight or sort of 2 hours from Charles de Gaulle, which is a bit slow, but I think we had a headwind. And thank you for watching it. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave any comments, like the video. Any criticism is welcome. Please subscribe if you like the channel. I'll put out more videos as we go along. It's a very nice model. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.